Hello and welcome back to my channel. It feels like it has been so long since I sat and talked to the camera because the last 2 weekends have been very eventful, to say the least. As a follow-up to my last video, I did go ahead and dye my hair orange. It's definitely not the most even, but this has been the first time that I've dyed my hair since like 2018. I think I might do like one more touch up on the areas that didn't get super saturated, and then I'll just kind of like let it fade out naturally and eventually re-bleach it and tone it back to my like standard bleach pattern. Anyway, to start the vlog off, I thought we could go through our plans for this weekend. Today is Saturday and we're gonna have a friend come over a little bit later and I'm gonna watch a spooky movie. I'm not sure which movie we're gonna go with, but in the past we have picked out a like classic horror movie. And I think this time around we're probably between Scream or The Mummy, which, okay, I don't know if you would necessarily consider that horror. I've never seen it, but we do own a DVD of it. And famously, as a kid, my parents were going to watch it, and they said I couldn't watch it with them because they thought it would be too scary for me. So now I can watch it as an adult and decide if it's too scary or not. Tomorrow on Sunday, it's going to be a very chill day. I think I'm going to do a couple more like small crafts, probably do a little bit of journaling, clean our apartment a little, and I think also I'm going to refill some more candles. My wife just finished off using one of the candles I had made last season, and I'd really like to improve on my technique from the last time I made candles and refill some more that I can use for the rest of the fall season. And then on Monday, I'm actually going to take a half day off work because we're going to go to a library sale since they are having their like fill a bag of books for $5 day. I don't know if I've vlogged being at this particular library sale before. I definitely did like a haul of some of the books I got from there. But my parents always go, and I did go back in April to this library sale. This time around, my wife is also coming with us, and she's not been to this particular location before. So I think it should be really fun having her help me like pick everything out. And that's it in terms of my plans. I think real quick, I will mention that last weekend was Anime USA, which we went to and had a really good time at. My wife actually won Best of Weekend at the cosplay contest. So not to say my wife is hotter than y'all, but yeah, she actually is that skilled and hot. So I think maybe let's start off the vlog by rolling some of the footage I took when we were there. I want to quickly show one of the only things I bought while we were at Anime USA, and that is this Yu-Gi-Oh figure. It's a little blind box that has the like character and then a like flat piece of acrylic that has the art of one of their monsters on it. So here are all the ones that come in this box. It was a blind box, and I did already open it up and figure out who it is, but I thought we could open it up on camera as well. See, the one I got here is of Yami. So here's the little figure of him. And then it came with Dark Magician. And then there's the little base over here. These are honestly all so cute. I probably would have been happy with like honestly any of them, except maybe Joey. Not because I dislike Joey, just because he's my like least favorite of the characters that are on this box. The one of Yuki and Dark Magician Girl is so cute. This is my first time seeing this particular line, and considering I'm so into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters right now, I might have to get another one in the future. Okay, it's many hours later, but we're now going to do a little unboxing. We both have our bags. We ended up both like half filling one. I guess you could have filled up yours, and then I had my mom put her stuff in my bag. So we did buy 2 bags worth of stuff. Do you want to like alternate maybe? Or just should I start going for it?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a creature that wants to get through down here as well. Okay, this was kind of a last minute decision. I ended up getting a copy of Beautiful Creatures. I think this is the one that they made a movie of that actually like is one of those failed like kind of knockoff Twilights, but it actually is pretty good. So I saw this at the last second and decided to get it. You know, maybe we'll also check out the movie.
Yeah, the movie looked kind of good. So
yeah, so
okay.
Depending on how much I like the movie, maybe I'll decide to read the book.
Okay, so at the end of our trip, I kind of rapid fire grabbed some like science and nonfiction books. So this is one of them. It's called Why Things Bite Back.
I love the cover. It looks
by
so cool.
Edward Tenner, and it's this plug like a snake.
It looks so cool.
So it appears, from what I gleaned, it appears to be about how technology creates new problems. So
you will never know peace as long
technology
as you own a computer.
and the revenge of unintended consequences. So that seems very timely. This is from 1996, but it's still timely. So I thought that looked cool. Anyway.
Very cool. Okay, next thing I got, it's pretty much all of these are in the same vein, at least for the next section. I've been thinking I want to get into quilting, so I got a couple different quilting books. The first one is this little like handy like guide, like for any type of question or problem I guess that arises while you're quilting. So this is one of the ones I picked up. Can I just do the other ones while I'm here? So I got 2 other quilting books. Oh wait, no, that's lies. I got 3 other quilting books. I got 2 of this. I think they're like a magazine subscription because they have like the year that it came out on like the side, like the the issue number. So there was just 2 different ones that had interesting quilt designs. They had a couple more there, but I figured I wouldn't take them all.
It has like
someone
instructions.
Yeah, it's like different patterns and then like how to like lay out the blocks and stuff. So got those ones, and then the last one I got was the Back to Square One. Such a funny title. This is another like very, very basic, quick and easy template-free techniques for quilting. So I think this would be a good like kind of starting place, and then from there I might expand into the other quilt patterns that I have. I'm just waiting to find like a quilt design that like really speaks to me, and I also think that has a good design that I can use a lot of the fabric that we already have.
Yeah, we have so much printed cotton.
Yeah, but honestly, like not as much as I thought we did for many years of collecting stuff. I feel like we have a lot more other specialty like apparel fabrics as opposed to quilting cotton. Anyway, can still use what we have for most of it.
I'm always using it for lining, so whatever works.
Do you want to show your sewing stuff?
Yeah.
Keep on theme.
Yeah. So I got 1 sewing book because I'm running out of room, but it's called Secrets for Successful Sewing, and I have a handful of sewing books, and I feel like some of them are kind of like really, really basic. Like here's what a straight pin is. Like here's how to thread a machine, and like which is valid. But this is more about like how to do specific interesting techniques with a serger and a sewing machine with like step-by-step instructions. So I think this is not like anything I have, so I think it'll be really cool.
We're also like, we have a serger, but I only know how to do like the very basics with it, so it'll be kind of cool to see what else there is to do. Okay, next book I got was a copy of In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. I know this book was pretty popular on BookTube maybe like 3 or 4 years ago when it first came out. I've heard like mixed things about it, but it's a thriller, kind of like dark academia adult book that's about a college reunion. One of like previously like one of their friends had died while they were in college, and like the secret of their unsolved murder type situation. So interested in checking this one out still.
So this is a book I've had my eye on. It's called The Disappearing Spoon, and Other True Tales of Madness, Love, and the History of the World from the Periodic Table of Elements by Sam Keen.
Saw that one on Hoopla.
Yeah, I think I've had it saved. So, but it's just kind of about like weird, I guess, like human stories from the discovery of elements, which is exactly the kind of science writing I love. Just sort of like the intersection of like social issues and scientific progress. So I thought this looked really interesting. I might also listen to the audiobook if I can get my hands on it.
Yeah.
But cool to have.
Very fun. Do you want to do another one because I have so many?
Sure, yeah. I also got, Nina found this one actually. It's called Connected, How Your Friends' Affect Everything You Feel, Think, and Do by Nicholas A. Christakis and James H. Fowler. So,
cool sociology book.
Yeah, I don't know a ton about this, and I'm like...
When was this put out also?
2011, so I don't know, but sounds interesting. I like that kind of, psychology.
Sometimes when you go to a library sale, you're just like, I'll see what speaks to me.
Yeah, give it a chance.
Okay, next one I picked up not knowing really anything about it. I got The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, which I picked out because our friend that we just saw on Saturday was like, I read this in high school and really, really liked it.
Shout out Quinn.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you for
I
the
was
rec.
like, oh, this would be I honestly didn't really fully hear the description of like what they liked about it, but yeah, it looks really cute. I do know this is like not like a modern classic, but it's definitely like a pretty popular book, so very cute. Also, the cutout on the front is the dog, so this is like
He's upside down.
he's upside down.
This is the evolution of useful things.
Speaking of objects, this is the opposite of the other one.
This is very much up my alley, but it's like how everyday artifacts from forks and pins to paper clips and zippers came to be as they are.
Very
Which
fun.
is like exactly the kind of thing I love reading about, but also just like observing like how inventions were like just like noticing that certain features are there to like make them easier to use. I just think that's really interesting. So I feel like this is very up my alley. So
Do you want to do another one of your ones?
and then I think this is the last book I got was The Sixth Extinction, and this is one I think I've also had saved on Hoopla, just like about extinctions of the past and the one we're currently in. Sad, but I like animals. I like
Science.
zoology. I think it's interesting, so it seemed kind of neat. And there's a lot of extinct animals I think are cool, so hopefully they'll talk about them. So
Fun.
yeah.
Okay, I'll do my next two books and then we can do all the CDs and DVDs. Most of these I have not seen what you selected, so I'm interested in checking out. Okay, I got We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. This is a YA thriller. I know it just got turned into an original series on Amazon, I think, and I feel like I saw a lot of people reading it recently because of that. And when I saw the library sale, I was like, yeah, I'll check it out for less than $1 worth of my hard-earned money.
Cool cover.
Yeah. And then the last one I picked out was Nine Fox Gambit, which is a adult sci-fi that I think might have a queer element, as well as possibly like a like AI controlled spaceship type thing. But this is one of the ones I just like recognized the title and had seen, I think, someone talking about it on Tumblr, so decided to pick this one up as well. Okay, that is everything that was in my bag, and now everything else we got is the non-book media. That
Which is
mostly
all
Christina,
me.
yeah, Christina was looking through that while I was looking through the book section mostly.
Yeah. Do you want to do movies first or CDs?
Let's do movies,
Okay.
because I don't know actually what you picked out besides like two.
Okay. So I got The Incredibles, probably my favorite Pixar movie. It really holds up, and I've kind of been on the lookout, so I'm glad I finally
Nice.
found a copy. So, Phantom Thread. On
Yeah.
a whim, we watched 2 different Paul Thomas Anderson ranked videos, and this was on the top of one YouTuber's. But it's like a historical like drama romance about a dressmaker played by Daniel
Cool.
Day-Lewis, and apparently
So-
it's really good. So
Yeah, I think this will probably be the first Paul Thomas Anderson I've seen. So I'll be
Yeah.
interested in checking out what he's like, considering how much people are really liking the new one.
good movie night sometime. And then the last movie I got was 1 Hour Photo, which we actually watched with our friend Henry in like 2019. Just because we heard about it and we're like, this sounds insane.
It also has the iconic reaction image of Robin Williams saying, Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh, I forgot about
That
that.
is
Yeah.
in that movie.
Yeah, we were like so desperate to watch it. We like rented it on YouTube. Like that's how desperate it got. But it's a like horror thriller with Robin Williams as the villain main character.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. Would love to rewatch.
Very cool. So this is your CD
My
collection.
CD haul, yes, in a random order.
We will say there were multiple Breaking Bad DVD box sets, but we put them down because we already have the Blu-ray box set of like the whole series.
I was
but-
tempted though. They had like 1, 2 copies of 3, and 4, and that was it.
Really interesting.
And I was
mix.
like, 3 and 4 are really good seasons though, so maybe. Anyway, CD time. So
Yeah.
I got Aaliyah. I've actually never really listened to her, but I should.
very
she-
legendary.
Legendary pop princess, like cool.
Yeah.
We'll be interested to learn. There's a lot of stuff I don't know in here. The Four Non Blondes, which I knew from their song that is sampled in the He-Man meme.
Oh yeah.
So you know it. I've heard that song before, but I've not heard anything else, so I'm curious to learn.
Cool.
Hootie and the Blowfish, Cracked Rear View, which is like their first album that was extreme, I think.
Yeah.
Their first that was extremely popular. We just watched a Todd in the Shadows video about their next album, which was not as good apparently. So I'm very curious to see how like insanely
Yeah.
good this album is.
Definitely.
Hear me out. Frozen score and soundtrack. I just thought it was cool.
I like that's both of them.
Yeah, I thought it was cool that it's both. And like, look, I like Let It Go. I know we're all sick of it, but like, look, I like a show tune sung by Idina Menzel, so I was like,
What can you say?
what can you say? But this is INXS. I don't really know much about them, but I've heard them mentioned in the Todd in the Shadows video.
And I feel like
They
he
sounded
played,
cool.
yeah,
so.
he played a couple samples, and I was like, oh, this looks interesting. Maybe I'll check it out.
It's from
so.
1990. So.
Cool.
Madonna, The Immaculate Collection.
So it's like a best of type
I
situation?
believe so. Yeah,
Cool.
looks like. Yeah, a lot of songs I know, and some I
Yeah.
don't. So I thought I would. Oh, it has Vogue. I like the Vogue.
Yeah.
Cool. So I thought I don't really know a ton of Madonna songs.
Besides like the
so-
bad one.
Yeah. So I thought it's a good thing to know as a pop music liker. A Rufus Wainwright CD. Poses. I
Yay.
got for Nina, and also she said it's good, so I could.
Yeah, I like almost all of Rufus's albums, but that's one of his like classics.
Two more.
Okay, cool.
Another Madonna.
Oh, wow,
This
okay.
is, I guess it's self-titled. I don't know any of these songs, so that'll be cool.
Yeah, when was this one? 82? Interesting. Okay.
Cool. So I don't know. Good to know. And the last one was a Vanessa Hudgens CD.
Iconic. I was like, the Sneaker Night is not featured on
not.
this one, unfortunately.
But it's from 2006, so this is like right after High School Musical. Has come back to me, which I remember watching the music video on Disney Channel.
Yeah, makes sense.
Anyway, so that should
She's
be
playing down here.
pretty fun. And that's
baby.
what I got.
I think that's a really great haul. Thank you for all of your lovely selections and being able to split up and do the like other media while I looked at books. I feel like it's a really great chaotic book sale. I don't know why, but there were a lot of like, I think like resellers there this time, which I feel like they've
Oh,
been.
really?
Yeah, I feel like I've seen a couple of previous year, but this time they were like out in full force, which is a little annoying.
Yeah. There were like tables of CDs, and there was like a box on each side, and I was like looking through it, and the people were like reaching across the table to like
Dig in
rifle
your
through the
area.
one
It's
I
like,
was
dude.
looking at, and I'm like,
Wait your turn. Yeah.
so it was kind of chaotic, but I think I got some good stuff.
Okay, well, we got our beautiful haul. Now we need to figure out where we're gonna put it. She's like right down here
I show her?
playing. Do you want to? She's in play mode though. I don't
Yes,
want to pick
miss.
her up. Maybe I'll do another video of her just playing.
Kicking her mouse.
Okay, well, that's it for our little haul. Bye.
Bye.
This is the candle that my wife is almost done burning. It has probably like one more like burn through it, which I might put on later today just to fully empty it out. And then I have a very similar pumpkin that was also from Target, I think from the previous year, that's fully empty and ready to go. And I think the scent I'm going to use is the Forest Chai one, since I think that would be a good kind of like Thanksgiving into the wintertime scent. I'm also going to use less than I did last time, because I do think the two candles I made in my previous video are a little bit too strong. I'm probably going to do like half or like 2/3 of the bottle instead of the whole bottle this time around. And I'll probably fill up like one of these pumpkins plus like another smaller vessel that I have lying around. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed coming around with me for this fall weekend. As I'm filming this, it's actually the last weekend in October, which I know obviously fall goes into November as well. But for me, because I usually try to transition in November to my Christmas decor, it kind of feels like the end of fall in my eyes. With the last weekend in October and the lead up to Halloween, I'm still going to enjoy as much of the fall ambiance as I can. And then slowly I will move into working on all of my Christmas themed content. So stay tuned to check out all of those videos when they come out in the near future. But this is probably going to be the last fall vlog I'm posting for this year. Thank you guys as always so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking, commenting, or subscribing if you aren't already. Consider following me on the Storygraph if you'd like to see my reading updates in real time, as well as on my Bookstagram, which is linked in the description. As I mentioned before, I also have a playlist of all of the fall vlogs that I did this last year, which I also will have linked in the description if you want to catch up on any videos you maybe have missed. But I'm going to go ahead and stop yapping. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!